For my cultural lunch, we went to the Denmark House in Melbourne. The service was impeccable and the waitress was extremely kind, welcoming us in as soon as we came through the elevator. The restaurant was located on the 4th floor of a nice, trendy building. The location and setting was half the experience. There were nicely hung lights and the tables were beautiful. For my cultural meal, I had an Abelish fuck, which is pork belly, apple chutney, fresh apple. This costed me $10.50. I also managed to pick up a roast beef. This consisted of soft onions and cold banasi. As shown in the videos, the meat was situated on top of soft rye bread, which gave it real texture. The rye bread is also known as small bread, which is a traditional Danish bread. Overall, the food was delicious, and I would definitely recommend going back to the Denmark House again to eat. The meal to the left was the pork and the right is the roast beef. My favourite one was the pork, for the apple chutney really made it and it was very flavoursome. Overall, I definitely recommend the Denmark House and give it a 9 out of 10 rating. Like I said before, the service was impeccable and friendly, which really made the experience perfect. Overall, I spent $18.50. So how long has your restaurant been running for?
It's been running since 1889 as a club. We moved here from St Kilda about 10 years ago. So it started in 1889 as a club for Danish people in Melbourne. They all get together because there wasn't too much Danish culture in Melbourne. So they all formed a club, and then that was coming up to about 120 years ago, and they moved here about 10 years ago.
Are there more people at night or day?
Lunchtime's pretty busy. We're in the middle of Melbourne, so we've got a few offices around, lawyers, accountants, things like that, so a lot of people come in for lunch. Dinners can be a little bit quieter.
What do you recommend is the best dish?
The best dish? Did anyone have the crumb fish?
Yeah, we did.
You guys did? That's probably the best
good.
fish. So that's based off a Danish dish called a shooting star. So it's a big piece of fish with lots of little tiny bits of seafood coming off it, looking like a shooting star. Very traditional Danish dish.
So nice.
How do you think your restaurant compares to others in Melbourne?
I think we're pretty competitive. I think we offer pretty good service. In terms of food, we're the only ones in Melbourne doing what we're doing. So it's sort of hard to say if anyone else is doing a better job at that, because we're the only ones who are doing Danish food in Melbourne.
Okay. And why did you choose to start a restaurant in Melbourne?
Oh, that happened 120 years ago. I guess the reason they started a restaurant 120 years ago is probably about 50, 60 Danish guys that came down here for the gold rush. All wanted to get together and form a club, as I said earlier on, just so they could have some Danish food they couldn't get anywhere else.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for
thank
your
you.
time.
Thanks for